Hello everyone, you are welcome back to my channel. Today I want to consider some questions on density. Later we are going to consider questions on all the topics that we've discussed so far. I wanted to throw this one in here real quick. We're considering 3 questions on density. So the first question we have here says the sides of a metal cube are 4 centimeters long, as shown in the figure below. The mass of the cube is 0.36 kg. Calculate the density of the metal from which the cube is made. From our discussion of density, we need mass, we need volume. Once we have the mass and volume, we should be able to find the density of any material, because density, rho, is equal to mass over volume. In our question, we've been given mass to be 0.36 kg. The cube we have here has each side to be 4 centimeters. So to help us find the volume, we would have to multiply. The length, the width, and the height to give us the volume. But what we want to keep in mind is the fact that each side is given in centimeters. And from our discussion of density, we saw that the units that we can measure density in, at least for your level, is in gram per cm cube or in kilogram per meter cube. So then what it means is we'd have to convert one of them to get the unit of density in either gram per cm cube or kilogram per meter cube. It'll be very simple to do a conversion from centimeter to meter to be able to find our volume, then calculate our density from there. And because each side is given in centimeter, from our discussion of units and measurements, you can check the link below to find out more about that. If it is centi, then we know that it is 10 to the power minus 2. Therefore, since the sides are the same, to find our volume, we don't have to find the cube of one side to be able to arrive at our volume. Or to find the volume, it is going to be just one side to the power 3 to be able to get the volume of the substance. So for instance, the length, when converted from centimeter to meter, is going to give us 4 times 10 to the power minus 2 meter, or 0.04 meter. Therefore, to find our volume, we just have to find a cube of this value to be able to arrive at our volume. So then, because each side of the cube is the same, therefore our volume is going to be 6.4 times 10 to the power minus 5 meter cube or cubic meter. Now that we have our volume and we have our mass, we can find our density. Our density, therefore, is going to be the mass, which is 0.36 kg, 10 to the power minus 5 meter cube. So that will give us 5,625 kilogram per meter cube. Question 2. An empty container has a mass of 50 gram when empty. When filled with a liquid, the total mass of the container and the liquid is 290 grams. The density of the liquid is 1.1 gram per cm cube. And what is the volume of the liquid in the container? So our container here is a box. So from this question, mass of empty container is 50 grams. Mass of box or container plus liquid is equal to 290 grams. Therefore, the mass of the liquid is going to be the difference between the two. Mass of the liquid, therefore, is 240 grams. From our question, we've been given the density of the liquid, and that is 1.1 gram per cm cube. The density of liquid is equal to 1.1 gram per cm cube. Therefore, now that we have all that we need, we can find our density. We can find our volume. Density is equal to mass over volume. Therefore, we can simply make volume the subject volume is equal to mass over density. Therefore, to find our volume, we substitute our values, and that will give us 218 cm cube. Now let's consider the last question. For our last question, it says a student wants to find the thickness of a rectangular sheet of metal of density 3 gram per cm cube. He obtains the following measurements. The mass of the sheet is 70.6 gram. The length of the sheet is 40 centimeters. The width is 20 centimeters. We are therefore to calculate 1, the volume of the sheet, and 2, the thickness of the sheet. So again, we are going to use the same approach to arrive at the answer. We've been given the mass of the sheet to be 70.6 grams. Now it's very important that each time you are given a question, you write down what you've been given, the parameters that you have. Then you work towards the missing parameter or what the question is asking of you. So over here, we know the mass of the sheet to be 70.6 grams. We know the density. The question says we first find the volume of the sheet. We have our mass to be 70.6 grams. Density is giving us 3 grams per cm cube. Therefore, from our equation, density is equal to mass over volume. And from this, our volume is going to be mass over density. 70.6 gram divided by 3 gram per cm cube will give us 23.53 cm cube. Now we have our volume. The second part of the question says we should find the thickness of the sheet. Now it's good this diagram is here to help us picture how the sheet looks like. We have the width, we have the length, we have the thickness of the sheet. So basically, our volume is going to be found by multiplying these sides to be able to get the volume of the sheet. We multiply the width, the length, and the thickness of it. We've already found the volume of this metal sheet. So substituting our values, we have 23.53 cm cube is equal to 40 centimeters times 20 centimeters times T, which is the thickness. That'll give us 0.0294 centimeter. So there we have it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, comment, leave a like. And if you have any issues that you want us to address, be sure to leave it in the comments below.